What's going on, guys? Today we are going to go over step by step how to work with professional models. So, you're a photographer and you are interested in leveling up your photography career, and your next guide is to work with professional models. So, you've already exhausted all your friends and family, and this is now the next level that you're going to need to accomplish when taking your career to the next level. So, first off, when working with models, you want to make sure that you have everything outlined in the beginning, and that way, this will ensure a successful photo shoot. So, how do we do that? So, in the class that I teach you first on photo session planning and getting your ideas out of your head onto a physical, either a physical or digital space. So you can do that by either using Pinterest to grab your ideas and sharing that link. You could use a site that I use called Milanote to actually create like a full-on kind of production where you can use this to pitch to your models. So that's what you're going to be doing when you want to work with models, either professionally or through social media. Um, I know social media can still be considered professional, but when I say professional, I'm talking about pitching to modeling agencies to get the talent that you want to work with. Social media is more of, for me, is more of like a personal reach out. And you can still consider it professional, but it's more of a like a personal connection that you're building with the talent that you're choosing to work with. So, step one, like I said, you want to have your vision out of your head into a physical space. Step two is you want to pitch your concept to the talent that you want to work with. And depending on the level of production that you're doing, you may need to grab other team members, and those other team members may be hairstylists, makeup artists, wardrobe stylists. If there's going to be any props, you're going to look for a prop stylist. It just depends on your level of production and how you want to go about it. If you're going to be renting out a studio, that needs to be it could be either handled by you, the photographer, or if the whole team is on board with it, then the whole team could pitch in, and uh, as long as we'll pitch in with you to rent the space needed for the shoot. Or if it's outside, then it's outside. Um, you just have to make sure that the space that you're shooting in allows for you to shoot in. So, step one is get your ideas out of your head onto a physical space. Step two is to create the team and pitch your concept to the team. Step three is when you're talking to the model, what I always like to do is ask the talent, is there anything that they need for their book? So that way, this makes it not one-sided. This way, if the model or talent needs headshots for their book, then you could incorporate that into the shoot as well. If they need their Polaroids or what they call digitals, you can incorporate that into the shoot as well. So now you may be asking, what are Polaroids or digitals? Well, Polaroids or digitals are generally basic shots that the model is going to need for their agent. So these are going to be simple shots, just a front profile, side profile, back profile, and that's about it. It's going to be, you're going to have a up close headshot, then you're going to have excuse me, torso, and 3/4 length, and full body. So what that's going to do is this is going to give the variety that is going to be needed for them to put on their what they call their comp card. So they're gonna put these images on their comp card, and this is what is going to help them get the work that they need. So if you want to incorporate that into the shoot, you can do that by asking the talent what they need for their book. So sometimes they may not even need that for their book. They just may need a quick headshot. Maybe that might be because they changed their hair or changed something about them, and the headshot is going to be an updated headshot for their current look. So if you're doing that, that's perfect. Makes it not one-sided. You're getting something out of the shoot, and the talent is getting something out of the shoot as well. So next is once you've found your talent, let's say for example, if you are going through Instagram, then you guys are messaging through DMs. But if you're going through a talent agency, you're going to need to pitch this idea to the agent. So if you go online on talent agencies, they are going to have emails for the person that you're going to need to reach out to. So you're just going to find the person that you need to reach out to. And this is going to be specific. You're going to say, as a photographer working with agencies, you're going to ask if they have any new faces that need any images for their book. So what that's going to do is that's going to let them know that you're willing to work with them, and their new faces are new models that are assigned to the agency that don't have that much experience yet. So they're going to be working with you to gain some experience. So that's a win-win on your part, because you're going to get models that are um, of professional caliber, but just in the beginning phases of it. And then you're going to also get more talent that's going to fit your desired look that you're trying to work with for your specific project. And depending on the relationship that you guys create between you and the agency, they may send you higher caliber models to work with. So in this industry, it's very small, even though it seems big, but it's very small. So you want to keep a good reputation when working with professional models. So once you've found a model at an agency that you like, what they're going to do is, if they agree with working with you, they're going to send you that model's profile. So that model's profile is going to have their basically their digitals. They're gonna have their measurements and everything that's going to be needed. So for example, if it's a fashion shoot, you'll have their measurements, you'll have their shoe size and all that. So you'll be able to get the items needed for that specific model to wear. Next is if you're working with models from social media. This is more of a one-to-one personal connection. So in that case, you're still going to pitch to them. It's always good to have a visual, because that's going to ensure that you guys are going to be on the same page when it comes to um, the uh, the shoot. So once you have the visual, once they've agreed, next is you're going to negotiate all the terms. Um, as the photographer and them as a model, what the images are going to be used for. And with that being said, you're going to they're going to sign a model release. So you could draft this up. I will have a template for you guys at the bottom of this video. And that way, all you'll need to do is just modify the template, put the information based on your project, and then it's already going to have the terms, and then you can modify the terms based on the negotiation for your specific shoot. So generally, when I have my model shoots, I negotiate these terms and prior to the model release, and then I kind of update the model release accordingly. I do have a general. My general is around 5 to 7 images from the shoot, but that just depends on the level of the production of the shoot. If we're doing like 5 looks, 5 to 10 may be a little too little for the specific shoot that we're doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to modify that model release that we're going to be doing for that specific production. So For example, like I said, if it's going to be a 10, more than 3 look shoot, um, 5 to 7 images may be too little. So we're going to just do more images. Uh, so that all depends on the negotiation that you have with the model that you're working with. A lot of times, if the model has great skin and the posing was great, generally I will release more images just because the good vibe that happened during the shoot. So but that's all up to you. You are in control of the images. So, based on your shoot, you'll be able to control the aspects. So, uh, another part of the model release is you're going to want to outline the terms of the usage of the images. So, will you be using the images for promotional purposes? So, they have to know that. Or will they be using the images for their promotional purposes? You'll need to know that as well. So in this collaboration type environment, both are in agreement with using images for promotional purposes. However, for you as a photographer, you may be using the images for more than that. You may um, use it more for your website. Images could be used for your website. Images can be used for your marketing material. Images can be used for your, let's just say, banners if you choose to make banners with the images. So um, you need to outline that in your model release so that the model understands that the images could be used for more than just what you guys are shooting for. He or she may be just using images for their social media promotion. He or she may just be using the images for their website. So whatever terms that you're going to be using the images for, um, that needs to be outlined in the model release. Sometimes you guys are both working for a magazine publication, so then that needs to be outlined in the model release as well. So, but the good thing is that for you, I will have a template below, and then you'll just be able to modify it accordingly. So, um, next is after you have your terms and model release um, written out, and you guys are you sign it as well as the model. You guys are signing it. You guys are in agreement. Then the shoot happens, and that's a good thing about it is everything is outlined before the shoot, so that way when the shoot comes in, everybody knows what to expect. You have your mood board, you have your model release sign, and you can just go into the shoot to create the amazing images that you guys will be creating together. So generally, after I'm done with my model shoots, I sit down with the model and I let them pick their favorite images from the shoot. So based on the terms from the model release, for example, let's just say 5 to 7, we did a 3 look uh, shoot, and we're releasing 5 to 7 images, then the talent will pick their 5 to 7 images, and those will be the images that I may take further to retouch. Um, I don't release anything past the agreed terms unless, like I said, if the shoot went really well, the model had great scan, posing was great, and everything else went great during the shoot. And let's just say the model like maybe 15 to 20 images from the shoot. Then we will talk about that, and if there's needs to be any updates on the contract, we will make those updates right then and there, or we'll just draft up a new uh, contract and copy those terms over with the addition of the additional images. So that's how you're going to work with professional models. And this is a great way to just establish your professional career step by step. And once you start working with more and more models, it's going to be more easier because, like I said, the industry is very small. So it may seem big and overwhelming from the start, But once you're working with quite a few talents, then you'll see that this person may know this person, and then that person may know that person. So the industry is very small in the aspect of what you might think it is. So that's why it's good to have good relationships with everybody on your team, good relationships between you and the model, and that way, when you're working with, let's just say, another model, they may know the model that you worked with in the past, and depending on how your relationship with that model, they may choose. That's going to help in their decision to work with you. So that's how you're going to work with professional models, and it is very fun and exciting, and you will be able to just really just jumpstart your career as a professional photographer and working with talent that's going to help build your portfolio and make you stand out as well as help them stand out in their career as well. So that's all I have for you guys today. Check out below on how to get these templates for the model releases, and you will be on your way to a successful photo shoot with the talent that you choose to work with.